We're just gonna go with what version of this is working.
And every single session, she's like, I just want to hide and shoot arrows. I'm like, just trust the process, please.
Yeah, I know. What were you trying to do, Mr. Ghost?
I was trying to get these new game plus points to increase, as well as a few other things I was trying to get to work as an increased thing, and they don't want to, so.
Have you considered doing it anyways?
That's why we're just going. I'll deal with it in between things.
I didn't mean about going with the... I was just saying... I was trying to be cheeky.
Well...
I was trying to be funny. Humor was lost. I failed.
No, it's just because I'm frustrated. It's not your fault.
Of us clipping...
I was impatient.
Maybe not now, but could you scoot us over towards you more next time?
And anger at my own weaknesses.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't take much to fix.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer. I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
So brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come. But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Go finish your speech in hell.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame. Where am I? How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
Of course not.
Man, my throat will just won't clear.
Having some troubles.
Yeah, just a little bit. My goodness.
You want to share the screen on Discord with me for a second?
So you've finally woken up.
Hey, you're finally awake.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're gonna need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Ooh.
Ashen Awakener.
Ashen Awakener?
Mm-hmm. Because he awoke the Ashen Knight. Also, it is now the end of November.
Weren't we in like August or something?
The final battle ended at the end of October.
Yeah.
It's been a month.
Ashen Awakener?
October? Okay, that was close.
What are you talking about? Wait.
Yeah, that all happened, Reed. That was real.
What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off.
Also, yeah.
How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question?
Celine.
You're the chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
Sabine.
Yeah, too.
Power?
Same vibe.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
The Ashen Knight? Valimar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean.
Why? Why did it come to this? Why did everyone...
He had me fooled too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously
Honestly, it's
had
fair.
plenty of experience piloting it, too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right? Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I? And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards.
Whoa.
Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own.
I told you
You
that there's
exhausted
parts of this
yourself
game
during
that's
your first
broken. It was doing that
synchronization
in the beginning cutscene for me before I was loading.
What broke?
It skipped like a few words of her sentence one time. That's what I was trying to fix this from happening, because it was doing this when I first booted up and loaded into the save. That's what I was trying to fix, and I was like, fine, I'll just deal with trying to fix it later. So there might be some lines that are going to do stuff like that. Until I take a look at it.
Damn it!
This game, I remember having some weird issues with modern hardware. I don't know why, because the first game didn't have as... I mean, it had things here and there, like weird mismatched voice lines. But it didn't have some of the issues that this game did when I played it the first time. It had random cutoffs and things like that. And there's been some, like, fan-made fixes. And I got one of them installed that fixed to this point, but there's still going to be some things that I think are broken that I'm going to have to look into trying to fix. So, at least for this session. By next session, I should be able to find other patches that fix more of these things.
This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
Okay, I need to first of all adjust the audio because everything... Well, this was set from before I was using Voice Meter. I didn't have a Go XLR.
That's a little bit loud.
Sorry, I apologize. I turned it way down on stream so that I could adjust it up, and then I was going to back down from there, so I apologize for you guys. Alright. We're going to save that. Prioritize physical damage. Why do I not have any of my quartz? Oh, that's right, because I can't.
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere. I can sense monsters nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
Let me pick up my sword.
Shiny.
This looks like all
You
my
found your
gear.
shit. Good job.
Yeah, I managed to find everything. I better set the master quartz by orbit too. Now I have access to all of my all my quartz and things. No, I still don't have access to all my quartz. That's annoying. Okay. No, Estelle and Joshua are not in here. This allows Reen and Lisa to wear their outfits. Just before anybody gets really excited.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's a hoax. I think he's trying to cover up.
No, it literally says it right here. A costume item for Elisa that lets her dress up as Trails in the Skies Estelle. A costume item for Reen that lets him dress up as Trails in the Skies Joshua.
I still think Estelle and Joshua are gonna show up. They always do.
See, look, I can dress up like Joshua.
Ooh, that's kind of fun, actually.
And there's an anniversary Mishi.
Lens flare.
That monster looks like a tough one, but a tough foe's just what I need to get warmed up. It's not going to be tough.
Looks like a cephalopod scorpion.
I'm so overpowered right now.
Let's get him. Let's move.
Oh,
Slightly different combat UI and yes, a different combat music.
Here I go.
I'm also level 139, I think, so
I thought it said 137.
might be 137. It is 137. Okay. I knew it was around that.
I noticed that in passing.
Right, this is me, isn't it?
Yes.
It is you. You're the cat.
It is
Who
me.
actually talks. Canon.
Not bad. These monsters around here shouldn't be a problem if you can keep that up.
No, I can do better. I need to hurry up and get back into fighting form.
Hey!
That was an auto advance. That was not a skip.
I was just following with what the cat said.
No, I know. I'm just saying that was just an auto advance thing, so. Yeah, the monster guide is the same thing as the others. I give you the active voice record. This is kind of cool. You can listen to the last 50 voices, which is kind of fun for the active.
I wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
Hey, slow down a minute.
Well,
I need to
I
figure
like
out
a
what
little
the...
cat face sprite in the bottom chat.
if I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me.
I will not be ignored.
You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey,
What are you supposed to do, carry him?
say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
What else was I supposed to do?
I think he's mad.
If we hadn't flown away when we
Yeah.
did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it. Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Oh,
Man.
sure, don't believe me. Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista? But then, what happened to the others?
Hey, wait a... Oh, for heaven's sake!
He hasn't walked around in a month. He has to move his leggies. Also, is his hair less black than it used to be?
Yeah, it's a little bit more blue.
Yeah, it's
like grayish.
Yeah, it's kind of just how this engine made, or how like they did it for this. I don't know why, because it's an identical model, so it shouldn't have done that. But it is closer. It's supposed to be more jet black, much like his kind of cut-in profile is. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know why his model has a lighter hair color. It shouldn't. I don't think that one will be just as easy to cut down with my sword. Might be better off using arts.
I like to think in my headcanon that he was just really strained and now his hair is lighter. Stress.
Yes.
Got early grace.
But they're called blues. Early blues.
Yeah. Early blues in Japan terms.
Here I go.
Reen, you have a single art. What are you talking about? It'd be better to use arts.
Use your firebolt.
My turn.
I literally go before them every time I can.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
I need to change that turbo button. My turbo button doesn't work right now. I have to use a different button, and I'm going to have to switch them because I'm going to continuously want to use that button for turbo. What's an Orbman charging station doing out here? Oh, whatever.
Don't question it, Rain.
Must be a good point. Return to if I need to recharge. Rest like I took any damage.
You could really try calming down a little, you know. You could at least respond.
No, he's angry. This is the emo green art.
Emo Rain.
All protagonists have to have it.
He's Remo.
Yes, he is.
Remo.
That one looks really powerful. Still, you can't let something like this throw me off. Need to hurry and get back to speed. The stronger, the better. He is very much in a...
Bring it on.
I am very...
My turn.
Not thinking of my own... life.
Too slow.
You don't say.
No thoughts, only Angie.
Basically.
Here I go.
Oh, he also has a new S-Craft.
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Wow.
Termination slash. Gone. Okay, it's safe for now.
That's technically his S-Craft too, but that's the one that's assigned to his S-Craft button right now, so...
It's pretty.
Technically he shouldn't have that yet, but he does, because I've already beaten the game. Technically he should get that later, much like everybody else has kind of gotten upgraded craft later.
Shouldn't question things that are fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
That about wraps that up. I've gotten the hang of finding it again. I just need to focus on getting down this mountain as fast as I can.
Wait!
Hey, listen!
I was gonna say something.
Hey. Hey.
A is for horses.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question, but better late than never, I guess. Just what are you anyway? Why do you know so much about everything? And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat, because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
Oopsie.
To be fair, the last cat you tried talking to was her.
I'm what you'd call a familiar. I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend? First the Great Night legend
There
turns
are
out to be
witches?
based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
Oh, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point. So, do you serve Emma then? Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes. My job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
We did always get the sense that there was more to Emma than meets the eye. Guess we were right.
Yeah.
But her being a witch? It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
What's with the goofy grin?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get going.
It's nothing, Celine. Oh my gosh.
I hope everyone at the Academy's safe and sound. Not to mention Elise, Princess Alphen, and Prince Oliver, too.
Sit! Get. Let's move. Sit!
You're right, we have to retreat.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think if he was a divine blade, he'd be the fire type.
Find the others.
You would what now?
Sure.
If he was a divine blade, he'd be the fire type of element.
I mean, I would just lean into the name of the games and say he would be a steel type from Pokemon.
Could it be?
Well, you know, just like Arios was the wind guy. I forget what Cassius
We don't know
been.
Cassius's.
They
He is
didn't
only
tell us what
referred to as the
Cassius
Divine
was.
Blade.
I knew it. I've
He
been
just
here
has all of
before.
them, all the above.
Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yoon Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit. Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Ymir is only a few hours away.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. Wanna head there?
How
We
convenient.
might be able to get there by sundown.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on. What was that? It feels like it's coming closer.
It couldn't be.
What? Oh, shit.
Magic Knight or Thyme?
Okay.
It's a magic knight.
You know what
Apparently
that
it's
thing
a
is?
magic knight.
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here?
That's a good question.
We need to get out of here,
You said
now!
this was a short game, so, you know.
You don't stand a chance
Sorry,
against
Reen.
it on your own.
Maybe not. But that's not going to stop me from trying.
Oh, Rain.
You idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
We'll see about that.
I'm with her on this one.
All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about.
Well, it's also level 137, so you might be a small
taking
chance.
this thing on. So be it.
Unbelievable.
Bring it on.
What is in the Erebonian water? There's all this magic everywhere.
That's a mystery, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move.
Pretty.
Here I go.
Okay. Phase 2.
My attacks are barely putting a dent into it.
Incorrect.
We're so close to Ymir too.
I told you this would happen. Get back!
Convenient timing. Somebody else helping? Oh.
Just Celine doing magic.
Oh no, Celine! She's a squishy familiar.
I can't lose. Not here. Not without seeing everyone again.
All right.
Elisa.
Not today, buddy.
Are those arts?
Yeah, but where?
See you later. Cross Crusade.
Cross Crusade. Which priest are we gonna encounter?
Crusade.
Not a priest. At least I had that craft. It's an art.
You broke the whole mountain. Rude.
Are we safe?
Who did that? Reen! Reen!
Oh.
It's
Girls.
the friendos.
Okay, it was just Tobal.
Made it without a second to spare. Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried. I don't want to even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time. You aren't hurt, are you?
Your Highness?
He's very hurt.
And Toval. And...
Reen, stay right there! Please, tell me you're all right. You look so exhausted. Who's she?
Elise? It's really you. I feel like I'm dreaming. I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Reen, please! There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength. We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
I'm just so glad you're all right. But how did...
Man, Reen, you're so dramatic.
Here.
Well, he was trying his best to stay conscious.
Mm-hmm. He's sleepy.
As my consciousness began to fade, I heard a distinct voice resound at the back of my mind. A voice with all the gravity of steel, and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth. And as I listened, I could feel myself being beckoned towards the wheel of fortune.
Dost thou desire the power?
I was gonna make a joke about going to earn some money.
Yeah, I
On a
was
TV
actually
show.
thinking the same thing. Is
I
he
was
gonna
I was gonna start being like Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, fortune! Yeah.
Where am I now? Celine, this looks just like my room.
Probably because it is your room, Rain.
No, it couldn't possibly be his room.
Ooh.
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir. I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden? Oh, you finally woke up?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually. You're awake.
You're not gonna sleep tonight, then. That's just how that works.
Mood.
Yeah.
Me yesterday.
Elise! Good morning. Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it? Elise?
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake. You don't know how scared I was. There was all that chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe. Welcome home, Rain.
It's good to be back, and thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever. Pardon? Good morning, Rain. And to you as well, Elise.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Elfin Rice Arnor.
Oh, you're so silly, Reen. I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that.
What a way to word that one.
Your Highness, please.
Reen is completely oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that she's being completely innocent.
Well,
Oh,
I'm just glad you're
entrepreneur.
up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least. But I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
What a
You're both very
bracer
welcome.
timing and its
I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
Aww.
I see you're finally up.
Dad! Mom!
Hello, Reen. It's wonderful to see you back home.
I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that.
I don't remember his mom's
That's not
name.
how I imagine his dad looking like that.
He gets the black hair from his mom.
It was fine. I just didn't think that he would have like this like short, scruffy, goldish brown hair for this dad.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of not Skyrim Town, but the one in Oblivion that's farther north.
Oh,
And I've only played that game for like 20 hours, so I don't know the names as well.
My brain is only Lucia. That's what her name is. And then he's Teo. All my brain is thinking about is Skyrim names like Falkreath, and I was like, that's not.
No, it's not.
You're gonna make me look this up because I can't not.
Bruma is what I'm thinking of, I think.
Yeah, that's the really far
sounds
north
right.
town.
Yeah. I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Brima.
Yeah, that's where I got vibes in my brain from that. That's, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to that. Oh no, Hold on, I just accidentally closed my Twitch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But
I mean,
don't
it
get me
didn't
wrong, I've only played
stream,
in Bruma for like maybe an hour of my life, so you know, I have not been really
See, I
there
played a lot of
much, you know.
Skyrim, or a lot of Oblivion, but that was like almost 20 years ago. It's been at least 15 years. I mean, I've been playing the remaster,
Some of us
but like
didn't get fun games until we were in our adult years, so you know.
Yep.
I played it at Micah's house because I didn't own it either.
Uh-huh.
I just had a best friend who owned all of them, so
Yeah, we
I
had to get
played
it
at
on
his house.
sale 15 years later, but whatever, it's fine.
It's
Look,
been
I was lucky enough to convince my parents to allow me to play Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I had all handhelds until 10th
My
grade.
cousin had Zelda. I just went to their house and played it.
I was like a sophomore in high school before I had a console, and I had a PS2. That was my big console. It's been a month now since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Heimdall. At present, they have effectively all of the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. If nothing else, at least you two are safe.
All right, I'm Alfina. God, Alfina. I'm all the voices. Anyways. And fuck, her voice is very similar to Selene. Oh well. We were at St. Estrella when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos too. It was only thanks to Toval appearing and rescuing us that we're sitting here now.
What were you doing there, Toval? I got an urgent request to escort Her Majesty and Miss Lisa to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. I never turned down a personal request from Prince Oliver, you know. Prince Oliver asked you? Well, that explains it.
He kindly escorted us out of the capital, successfully evading the Noble Alliance's attempt to pursue us.
Of course, Oliver is like, I love the bracers.
And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I can do this voice probably.
Okay.
I'm just so glad that you made it here safely.
Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. The official story is that both of them have been taken into protective custody, so they're both rumored to be safe. However, Prince Oliver's whereabouts currently remain unknown.
He's probably in Liberal.
There's not even a confirmation that he's safe somewhere? That's more than a little worrying. He has his own airship.
He's fine.
He's probably in Liberal.
You needn't be so concerned. I'm sure he's perfectly well. He made it through the chaos in Liberal last year unharmed, as you know. He's always been a resilient one. He was even involved, but he won't tell anybody about that. As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe they're all right, too.
No, Prince Oliver wasn't involved. Olivier Lenham was involved.
Sure.
It's still the same fucking person. Shut the fuck up.
But to the common people, they're not. Intentionally.
His sister would know.
Oh, his sister absolutely knows that he's Olivier.
That's why she's like, she was even involved, but you won't know that. I didn't speak out of turn.
Except that Reed does know that because Oliver told them personally.
Whatever.
I'm sure they are, Your Highness.
I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting, Reed, I imagine you're probably most concerned about what happened to Trista and Thors. Luckily for you, we've managed to get some info on that front. Please, tell me everything you know. What's happening over the Academy? Is everyone alright? I don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Trista and Thor's military academy are completely under the Noble Alliance forces' control now. They were both taken over not long after the war began. No.
Reen?
No matter how much I thought about it, I didn't want to believe it was true. What about the students and our instructors? Honestly, wish I had more I could tell you. There's rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Try not to let concern get the best of you. It's too early to presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Schwarzer here. On the contrary, some rumors would even suggest the opposite. What rumors? Word has it that a number of students and staff are unaccounted for. The Noble Alliance is still trying to find them.
Then that means...
Some of them managed to escape? Well, rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have more than gotten their feet wet at this point. I can't see them being taken down easily. Yeah, it'd sound pretty good if you ask me. What say you? What else can I say?
I would have to agree. Celine? I couldn't tell you where she is right now. But Emma's still alive. That's guaranteed.
You can tell?
I'm her familiar, so we've got a link of some kind between us. If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I'd know about it. All I know is that she's alive, though. Nothing else.
How peculiar.
Anyway, there's no point assuming the worst when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try keeping the faith, alright? Think of it this way. They're probably just as worried about you as you are for them. And yet, here you are, safe and sound. You've got a point, actually. Safe and sound you may very well be, but you're hardly in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time and recover your strength.
And while you're here, why not go pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. That's true. I think they'd all be delighted to see you. And, if you'd like, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Thanks for the concern, Elise, but I'll be fine on my own. Honest. Sounds like a good idea, Mom. I think I'll do just that. Prologue. The Depths of Despair. We've suddenly entered Danganronpa.
I was about to say, what the we're in Danganronpa suddenly? Like, what the heck? Despair. Battle of Despair and Hope, guys.
Looks like Elise and Princess Alfred have already got out. Like Mom said, it might not be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. Your town map can be accessed by pushing the square. We're just gonna call it here because I don't remember how much time happens before another cutscene, and it's already 11:20 because I wasted a bunch of time trying to fix the stupid game.
We got through a prologue. That seems fair.
I spent so long trying to fix the stupid game so it would run.
I was also
crash.
watching a TV show, so I mean, you know.
Well, yes, but then you joined and I still spent like another 15 minutes trying to fix it. So.
Wow.
But I will have it fixed. Now that I know what I'm looking for and where to find stuff, I will have it fixed come Monday.
Okay.
So. Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate. We're gonna go raid Lost Initiative. Looks like they're doing a little campaign here with a different DM. One of the other players is a DM, and he's playing as a character. All right, we will see you guys next time. Bye.